Hello, welcome back to Tarot Time with Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hello, you guys. Today I'd like to do the one about the Hawaiian doctor, Gerald Koning. I guess I'm saying it right. Wanted his wife to pose close to the edge, my dear, while hiking in Hawaii. They've only lived in Hawaii for about 2 years. They're originally from the Pittsburgh area. Let me see. Let me go through the details here. He worked at now he's on no longer can do it. He's on leave for right now, the forced leave. Maui Medical Center as an independent contractor as an anesthesiologist. He was described as quiet and friendly. Gotta be careful. Yeah, watch those quiet, friendly ones. His wife, Ariel, 36, who also is well accomplished on her own, very accomplished. They tend to fail to mention her success, but oh well. Anyways, she refused photos, and he punched 2 syringes into her of some unknown substance. Pre-planned and calculated. Her intuition must have had some spidey senses and some trust issues, knowing some red flags, and probably watched Dateline, all right? Probably watched a little bit of Dateline. And anyways, he attempted to throw her off, but he was stopped. He was busted. She was rushed to the hospital. He took off running, but he was arrested the same evening. And anyways, yeah, obviously her spidey senses were really on cue. A lot of women have very good insight. They get that awkward feeling. It's good that she recognized it, but it didn't stop him from almost succeeding, which is really the scary part. Jordan Peterson has said this, and not Jordan Peterson, I take that back. That was another philosopher said it. Maybe Jordan has said this, but some of the most dangerous relationship that a woman can have is with her mate. Yeah, you heard that right. It is the mate, a husband, a boyfriend, dating. That is the most dangerous thing a woman can do. Yeah, as this very covert narcissist. He comes across as the Watt case. Remember the Watt case where the familicide, where he wiped out his entire family? Yeah, I guess he chose murder over divorce because then they get to play victim. They get to play, as a covert likes to keep their hands looking clean. They like to keep this facade of nice person image facade. And so, that's why he couldn't divorce probably, because it might look bad on him. And being a covert, being the shy, quiet type, he probably wasn't very good at getting residual benefits and resources and fuel, since he was the quiet type, even though he had a high position. So coverts are very dangerous, by the way. They are more dangerous than the overts. The overts, you could see the rage, you could see the content, you could see the hatred and the despising energy. But with the covert, they can suppress and hide it, and really go into a compartmentalized mind of keeping people fooled. They tend to be they're far more dangerous than any outward, overt, extroverted narcissist. Those shy, introverted kind, very, very dangerous. Just want to put that out there. Okay, let's get some energy here on it. I'm going to find out what's the energy surrounding that day. Let's just get into it, start it, because I will probably be covering this case because it's so Dateline-ish. It is so Dateline-ish. It really, really is. Okay, so this is about this couple, Gerhardt and wife Amelia. Wife Ariel. Is it Ariel? Let's see. Let me get my glasses and get it right here. Gerald Hart and Ariel, yeah, pretty blonde. Him, he's not that. She could have done better. Okay, so let's get the cards on him. Here we go. He was lucky to have her. Some pictures he looked better than others. I'm like, yeah, yeah, whatever. His position got him that good-looking wife. She was definitely better looking than him. I hope that stings him if he ever sees this. Because, well, he's in prison he's in jail right now. I don't think he's going to get out. He's been arrested. I don't think he's going to be able to get out anytime ever. Yeah, they should just drip him off the side of a canyon or something and let him see how it feels. Yep, malicious. Yep, the Emperor in reverse. He was going to basically, he's an overly critical person, self-righteous, tyranny, dictator. Yeah, usually the ones who don't feel confident, that lack confidence, to be an outward narcissist, to be an outward psychopath, whatever, who are coverts, they hide it. So this is sort of a hidden suppression because they don't have true authority in life. Basically, it's boundary pushing. He probably didn't feel like he was such a master in his life. So basically, he had lack of self-worth. Basically, overthrowing his entire kingdom of his life. Basically, very rigid, overly critical. Basically, it's a projection of himself, his own hatred. He just was projecting it onto her. Basically, tyranny, absolute tyranny, and benevolent dictator type of energy. So not a father figure. I don't think they had children. It didn't mention it. Probably never wanted to be a father and just wanted to get rid of her and start a new life, just like Watts did. Kill off his children, kill off his 2 children and his unborn son, and then Shannon and his wife, same energy. I think I want to be free. I want to be totally free. Maybe she was pregnant. We don't know yet. That could be it. Maybe he thought, ooh, got to get rid of her. I don't want a kid. That's the other risk factor for women is when they're pregnant. Most dangerous time in a woman's life is when you announce you are pregnant or you're about to expect some man's child. Hate to say it, but it's reality. You don't believe me? Go do your own research. Challenging position. Yeah, the truth is out. He was hoping that she would mirror overthrowing probably their relationship, quite possibly, but mental illness and fantasy of starting over probably, and the driver to the dark side of mental illness got the best of him. He was basically in self-deception of smoke and mirrors, and he wanted her to ignore the truth. It's my crazy card of starting and trying to manifest what you want from your dark side. So he wanted her to mirror him, mirror. She knew the truth about him, that he was actually a dark person. This is why she didn't stand on the edge when he said, get on the edge. She says, no, I'm not. She knew the truth because the moon in reverse is the truth comes out. Knowing that she was in deep need of help here because she knew what she was dealing with. It's crying, it's outflow of emotions. She knew he was crazy. It's a moon card in reverse. So I don't think he wanted kids. That is the baby bump. That is pregnancy mother energy. He also has the mother wound. So he hates women. That's what made him a very malignant male. Incredibly a malignant male. So malignant, overly critical, probably like his father. So he's probably mirroring his father. He probably hates his mother as well, and grew up in the narcissistic family dynamics, which is a projection of himself, of the moon card. He needed introspection, but she had to release her fears and stand against the crazy card. She knew it, and it's an avoidance of issues. So she knew, and she was hiding and keeping the issues in their marriage to herself. She should have let it out. She held back on it. She was challenged to keep the secret of needing counseling. She probably suggested, can we go to a marriage counselor? This doesn't look like it's working out. Maybe we should recreate our relationship. Probably this hike was a way to clear the illusions and let's go talk and let's have this talk about should we stay together or not. This marriage was probably under fire a bit and not working out. They probably were talking about marriage counseling. Focal point, yeah, it's money. He wanted to keep the money, make it look positive, keep the facade up of we have it all. We have it all. We have happiness in all areas of our life. We're rich. We have generations and generations. Two well-off, educated, married couple making dual income of high income, doing very well, building up for the future. She probably wanted to have kids. It probably because she was saying, hey, don't you think it's time to have kids? Maybe she couldn't have kids, or she was going to have kids, and this was part of him. I got to get rid of her. I do not want to be a father. There is no way I want to be the daddy. This is a father card, the Emperor. Past position that doesn't serve is he can play victim. He was going to play, oh my God, something happened. It wasn't me. I didn't do this. Wow. I guess I didn't see it happen because I must have had my head in the sand when she went off the side. He was trying to make it look like an accident. Stand on the edge, fall over after he drugs her and pushes her, takes a rock and pounds it into her head, shove her to the side. Oh my God, I must have had my head in the sand. I didn't see it coming. And then play victim. Blame shift, play victim. I don't know what she did. It's her fault. She stood on the side. Basically a hypocrite in denial and avoidance and camouflaging. It's a camouflage position of the Ten of Wands, taking no accountability, no guilt whatsoever. Won't help self or others. So basically, there you go. He was not going to, he's like, I don't know what happened. And wanting it to come to a negative completion so he can play victim martyr almost, okay? Then we have the hidden energy here. Yeah, she wouldn't see things his way. She can't see things my way, then you're the enemy. We don't see eye to eye. I don't want to hang with you anymore. I'm going to act now. I'm not going to pause, nor am I going to wait. I'm going to self-sabotage everything. So basically, he left his reality. He left his thoughts in a positive way to the, out of it. Basically, flowing with the truth. He didn't want people to know the truth because flowing with the truth, having new perspectives, embracing the new. He could not embrace the new of accepting what is. If she was pregnant or she wanted a family, go to therapy, things aren't going well. He couldn't have that because it probably makes him feel bad about himself because he's such an arrogant, egomaniacal male here, a complete malignancy, Machiavellian at that. So you're now the enemy. You can't see eye to eye. I'm going to be a traitor and I'm going to lie. And I'm going to play a martyr that everything went wrong. And he's very stubborn and he cannot see things any other way. Very amoral position of being a traitor of the hangman in reverse. So he was being a traitor to his own wife. Going into the future, he figured, no, this isn't going to work. I can't keep going with her. I don't want to keep going for infinity with her. I wish to be alone. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse avoids confrontation. That's the coward energy of the covert narcissist. There was no consistency, boredom, absolute boredom. Got to get rid of her. Zero devotion, over-promising, under-delivering of the coward. Feeling like, well, I lost my resource. I lost my wife. She was just a resource. There's no cups on the table, as you can see. It's just pentacles. And we've got pentacles. We've got wands here. Lack of enthusiasm, excitement with the wand. Lack of enthusiasm. He didn't want to be with her. He's just done and over with. Wanted to dump her. It's like she was baggage to him. You're just my excess baggage. I got to get rid of this baggage. And I hope no one knows the truth. I don't want people to see the truth. And I just want to be alone. So he wanted to be alone. I got to get rid of her. I'm not divorcing her. He felt like a workaholic, probably having to work hard to put into money. Maybe he felt bitterness that possibly he made more than her, or she was a workaholic, didn't have enough time for him and his needs. So therefore, I'm turning it all over. I'm overturning what we've built. With the Emperor in reverse. I don't care. Can't wait. I'm doing it now. I just got to be alone. I can't stand her anymore. And I don't want children with her. Feelings in the situation. I'm going to debate and I'm going to debate how I'm going to do it. I hope no one sees or feels what I'm doing. I don't feel anything for her because my heart chakra is blocked. So I have this radical decision to make. It's a very intellectual conflict and it's decision time. I need to find my plan and my path and I'm going to intellectually decide this. He did check in with himself, but then he guarded it and he withdrew emotionally. He was weighing the pros and cons. Should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? But I don't want anyone to see or know I'm doing that. I don't want her to know I don't feel anything for her. My heart's completely blocked. I don't see her for who she is. I hope she doesn't see me for who I am. And I need to make a decision because I really want to be alone. Next position, there's a legal situation. He ended up getting what he deserves. Justice came for him. It became a karmic, legal, ethical, checks and balances, and getting what you deserve position. He's been arrested. Judgment will be made. So the truth and the justice and consequences showed up. Yes, so now he's going to deal with the judge, lawyers, and all of that. And then he's worried about money. Well, now he's going to be worried about the law. Next position, hopes and fears. I hurt you and I don't care. Triangulation. He was having probably an affair. He wanted to start something with someone else. Someone was having an affair or threats of an affair. Someone's cheating. It's a third party interruption of the Three of Swords. So there was some third party interruption here. He probably dumped her so he can get someone else. I don't care what I do to hurt you. It's an ongoing pain and suffering for him to stay married. There was a lot of pain and suffering, a lot of losses, basically loss of relations and identity. Painful moments in his lives. It's the dark, shadowy times that they were going through. And she was probably saying, let's heal. Why don't we see a therapist? Why don't we get some emotional help here? He couldn't handle bringing in a therapist. Oh, no, because that would be too much pain for him, because being a covert narcissist, being a malignant person, being abusive, malignant, benevolent dictator, can't handle internal check. Doesn't do internal check because it's too painful, because maybe she would know the truth, that he doesn't love her. He never did. He wanted to do something now, and he doesn't see eye to eye. And really, he's a self-sabotaging traitor, rigid, who is delusional and stubborn and amoral and total discontentment. And basically for him, he thought, I don't want to learn this lesson. I don't want her to learn the lessons that I don't like her, I don't love her, that I'm just in constant pain and suffering being married to her. I can't feel her. I just want to hurt her instead. And I don't want her to see me do it. Well, she did. Final outcome. She saw the cruelty. So she fought back with the Queen of Swords in reverse. She basically lost her love for him too, with the Queen of Swords. So this is why she would not go on the edge. Basically, there was no compassion there. She knew there was no compassion. So basically, she saw it. She was not dependent on him. So she was putting on her social mask as well. And she realized, I made a stupid decision marrying this guy so that we can have it all. Stupid decision. So basically, she shut down her emotions, went to basically shrewdness and heartlessness, and she fought. She fought because she called out the ignorance. She saw what was happening. She analyzed it. She knew the truth, so she was lying back in return. She had to fight back with her sword, and then she had to drop her sword to save herself. She didn't want to accept reality. She probably was yelling at him, screaming at him, come on. He saw her as a liar because she probably wasn't as emotionally available, because she knew there was marriage problems of ongoing pain and suffering. So if she's not going to see me and believe everything I say and think, oh yeah, you're telling the truth, we'll tell the truth. He also thought she was lying to him. So there's that paranoia. He saw her as a liar, and I need to get rid of her. She's wearing a mask. It's because he's wearing a mask. He thought she was wearing a mask. I need to remove her because she's lying to me. And he felt like there was some kind of cheating or something going on, and he felt it was justified to take her out because he just simply wants to be alone. It's a lost resource. I'll make sure I don't have to talk to her ever again, and she drops her sword and she can't tell the truth about me. It's silencing her and hoping that she wouldn't challenge him. Swords in reverses. He did not want the challenge, and he didn't want her to observe the truth. I must shut her voice down. I don't want others to know. I don't want her being able to speak out against me. So he saw her as ruthless and cruel for not seeing things his way about money and how to build up their future. So he decided to take her out and silence her and make her drop that sword by throwing her off a cliff. The sword down also is absolute cruelty, conflicts, dishonesty, painful words spoken. So she probably spoke the ugly truth. I want kids. It doesn't look like you do. I don't want to wait anymore. Let's build a family. No, I don't want to be a father because I'm not going to stay with you forever and be a workaholic. He's got mommy issues, daddy issues, and he had to silence her. So, middle of the situation, yeah, she wanted a baby. Surprise pregnancy of the Page of Cups upright. We may find out that she was pregnant or she was discussing pregnancy. Page of Cups upright, she wanted that new emotional beginning of idealistic energy. Let's try and clean this up. Maybe a child will help us in our life. The Page of Cups also is we need this new beginning. You know, she was a bit naive in romance. They were, trying for this idealistic messages of the heart, trying to find that Beatles card kind of Beatles, love, 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 positive vibes. Let's be sensitive dreamers. Let's go for the hike. Let's timid, shy energy, new beginning. Let's heal through therapy. Let's go to therapy. Let's go to therapy. No, shut up. We're not going. I'm going to silence you. Other side. Well, instead, you're going to become an angel. I'll modify this. Let's get you into the divine guidance. Well, that'll be the right chemistry. But really, because we have angel wings here, he wanted her to go, okay, you want a child? Well, let's make you an angel. She wanted to negotiate. Homeostasis. Let's talk about child. Let's negotiate. Let's try and find some balance. Maybe we can balance our careers. You can balance fatherhood. I know you work a lot. You feel like a workaholic. Let's try and do it. I don't think he wanted to be a father, so he had to throw her out. There were some cruel words coming from her at some point in time, and through that, he's like, well, I will be alone. I'll take care of her. So that's how I see it. And you know what? He's not going to have a good life. Yep, loss of a loved one of the Seven of Pentacles. I'm just going to throw you off this cliff. Kind of looks like a dirty cliff right there. He's looking down. He wanted to shove her off. Basically, it's an ingenuine person testing. I'm the boss. I want my gains. I'm in control of how our life goes. I call out the skills. I work for me. I work. I'm building me up. You're just a resource to me. And to me, you're a red flag. And basically, I'm focused on wealth, currency, and progress. And I'm going to control my own life. And I will purge you because I want my gains. And I will cultivate whatever I want. Very gloomy mindset. Decreased profits. They're probably arguing over maybe she wasn't working enough. He was working more. And here we go. We want the baby. She wants love. Can we focus on this baby love? Something was going awry with this relationship, and this was the route that you did. And it definitely had to do with money and starting a family, having a baby. He didn't want that. I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.